Hey, this is Charles Gaudette with Predictable Profits, and today we're going to talk about the secret ingredient that almost forces people to buy from you. So a while back, I was walking through O'Hare Airport. I passed by the food court and was instantly greeted by somebody at the Chinese food counter, and before I knew it, I had a piece of General Gao's chicken on a toothpick that was resting between my fingers, and once I ate it, they knew they hooked me. And it wasn't because the chicken was exceptionally tasty, though it was because they enacted one of the most powerful human laws on the planet, known as the law of reciprocity. And this was made popular by a guy named Dr. Robert Cialdini, who wrote this book called Influence, a book I highly recommend. Great book. And in the law of reciprocity, he states that when you do something nice and unexpected for someone, they're going to feel compelled to do something nice for you in return. And you must know what it feels like. You say you're out to dinner with a friend, and they unexpectedly pick up the tab. At that very moment, while you're grateful, you also feel like you owe them one. And that's just the law of reciprocity in action. When my wife and I got married, our friends spent thousands of dollars to join us on the beach of Bermuda. So when I was asked to take a few days off of work and fly to Colorado to join one of my friends who attended the wedding, to join one of my friends at his bachelor party, I felt compelled to attend, which I was really excited to go anyway. But it was all about the law of reciprocity. Same thing. You got a Christmas card, and even though you may not be really close to the sender, you take their mailing address and you immediately pop a Christmas card in the mail because, again, you feel like you owe them one. And that's just the power of the law of reciprocity. So let's take this now into the business world. Business owners, or savvy business owners, understand this power, and they've used it to add value to grow their business to the tune of many millions of dollars. Amway, the gargantuan multi-level marketing business, they trained their distributors to leave a bug, what they call a bug, which is a package of product samples ranging from cleaners, deodorizers, and insect killers, and leave this bug with their prospects for up to 3 days at no cost or obligation. And the reason is because once a representative returns to collect the samples and they ask for orders, they inevitably receive orders from people who feel compelled to, quote unquote, return the favor. In fact, one representative said that when he tried this approach, the response was unbelievable. We've never seen such excitement. Product is moving at an unbelievable rate. And that's why the law of reciprocity is a very powerful sales tool. Not only does it make the other person feel valued, special, and appreciated, it also triggers the mental response that subconsciously tells the prospect that they owe you one. Now, over the years, I've had 3 separate financial planners send me valuable books just out of the blue with a thank you note for the conversation that we had. In return, the first financial planner received a referral from me, and he's still doing referral from me years later. The second would have received business from me if his minimum client net worth wasn't $100 million, so, go figure. And the third financial planner, who actually sent me 2 books, he got three accounts from me. Now, here's the deal. Just because you send somebody a book doesn't mean you're automatically going to get business from him or her. Au contraire, mon frère. First off, there's exceptions to every rule. But secondly, in order for the law to work, you need to follow the recipe. So here it is. The guidelines of the law of reciprocity are as follows. Number 1, you must give without asking for or expecting anything in return. If people think that the only reason why you're doing something nice for them is that so you can get it back, the law of reciprocity won't work. So I'm going to say that again. You got to give without asking for or expecting anything in return. If your prospect thinks the only reason why you're doing anything nice for them whatsoever is so you can get it back, the law of reciprocity is not going to work. You must give something that is valuable to the other person in order for them to feel indebted to you. So you also have to be the first person to give something. So if your prospect gives you something before you give them something, then it's not going to work, right? So you got to be the first person to give something. The person must also feel like they're special, and that the gift is exclusive to them, or at least exclusive to a small group of people. If they feel like everybody gets a gift, they're not going to feel as compelled to return the favor. And you got to make it personal. If the gift feels like it's coming from a faceless, emotionless corporation, then they're not going to feel indebted. Now, many marketers, under the false pretense, they think that free ebooks and digital reports trigger the law of reciprocity. However, while those do work to generate more leads and sales, they work for other reasons. Not because they follow the rule of reciprocity, no matter how much they try to tell you that. And they don't follow the rule because they're not personal, they're not special, and they're not often seen as valuable. And that's because consumers are smart enough to recognize that the only reason why you're giving them the program is to sell them something. So even with that said, here's a trick for making your free ebooks and digital reports trigger the law of reciprocity. So you ready? Give people more than they've asked for. It's that simple. So if they entered their name to receive a free report, give them the free report and then something of even greater value for no cost. Like maybe a free video presentation or a blueprint, etc. Something that has so much value that they would have been happy even if they opened up their wallet and they pay for it. So if the prospect feels like you are genuinely interested in helping them, and that's key, okay? This isn't all about making money. If the prospect feels like you are genuinely interested in helping them, and that's really, really important, they will in turn become raving fans of yours and want to help you. So Tony Robbins once told me that the secret to living is giving. So really want you to think about that, right? The law of reciprocity, again, is you want to give without any expectation of anything in return. John Ruhlin, he wrote this book called Giftology, and he uses gifts as a massive profit center. He gives without anything in expectation of return. This law is really, really, really powerful, but you have to understand that, you know, it's the secret really is in giving. And it feels good to give. Again, it's not about a bunch of Jedi mind tricks designed to make everyone around you to feel indebted to you. You must have the mindset of delivering more than what's expected for the sake of wowing your prospects to deliver a better than expected experience, and to continue to give without any expectation of getting anything back, just because you want to show your appreciation. And use this strategy wisely. And as Mom always said, you know, what goes around comes around. The more you give, the more you receive. So that's just one tip that I was inspired to share with you. Got a lot more tips and a lot more coming. All you have to do is somewhere on this page, click the subscribe button, and you're going to be notified the next time we put together another video. So hey, this is Charles Gaudette. I'll see you in another video.